confident and well-dressed group of 76ers making their...
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. So the net starting five. We've got Durant. Luwawu is out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Griffin in at the center position. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the small forward. Now, here is Harden. Durant down low. Guarded by Harris. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, man, brushing off the defense with ease. Durant is no stranger to being played with physicality.
To the inside. Here's Embiid. And it's Thybulle in the corner. The pass to Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Harris. Embiid. And Embiid is right there.
Oh, you better know where Embiid is. I mean, when you lose sight of him, he'll kill you on the boards.
Harden outside. Griffin against Embiid. Griffin kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Here's Harden. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He's not just an outside threat. Harden's a player who can score from anywhere.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Embiid, no good.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
The shot's good.
And this is a testament to the concentration Embiid possesses. I mean, he's able to finish despite getting bodied up.
Harden the pass to Luwawu. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Harden. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Executing the plan here early. Still haven't missed a shot. Oh, and last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Thybulle can't get it to go. For Brooklyn, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. To the paint. Here's Griffin. And it's in there.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open. And Harden finds it.
Simmons on the wing. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Green. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Now, here's Green. Here's Irving. Makes it off the glass.
Now, I love how Irving stays focused on the bucket. Tenacious at driving inside and muscling shots over the defense.
Curry passes to Milton. Left block shot on the way. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Curry on the wing. Over Irving. Another miss by Philadelphia. Nets leading by 4. Down low. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist by Irving.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
1:05 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Maxey. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Now here's Irving. Inside, Green. It's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
High post, Embiid. Passes it to Maxey. Back to Embiid. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And there's no question, when Embiid is healthy, he's a problem. I mean, a versatile, confident big man with a high ceiling.
So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Johnson. And it's Brown in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton. Back to Dinwiddie. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Embiid drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Irving against Curry. Outside Irving. And he comes up with the deuce. Irving's got his second basket.
Amazing confidence from Irving. He's so skilled at getting inside and getting the shot he wants.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's the Nets. They lead by 2. Live from Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Joe Harris, also Green out there, and it's Claxton in at the 5. Here's Harden. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Harris is checked in for Scott. Green comes in for Shake Milton. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Curry. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey.
Amazing awareness. He's committed to keeping his eyes up and teammates involved. That's the type of player Griffin is.
Simmons on the wing. And Simmons slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Here's Harden. And it goes down 2 points. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
One of the best finishers inside, period. I mean, there's nowhere on the floor Harden can't score from.
On the wing, Green. Pass to Simmons. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Howard finds Thybulle. At the elbow, it's Simmons. Over Durant. Howard trying to free himself up. No good from Simmons.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. Gotta get the whole team pumped up.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Harris. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. They now take the lead. Simmons got the lead up to 1 now for Philadelphia. Green against Brown. Back to Harden. Goes up at the stripe. They grab their own miss. That one's not going to go. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Mike Scott's checked in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Green. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. Now, here's Dinwiddie. Jeff Green on the wing. Plays it up and banks it in. Green's got his second basket of the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Johnson comes in for Kevin Durant. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Dinwiddie outside. And Embiid with the block.
Awesome timing on the rejection. Embiid, the big fella. You don't want to bring it in around this guy.
Count that one.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Brooklyn trailing. 43 seconds left to play in the first half. Johnson dishes to Irving. Drops it in from 11 feet. Irving's got 6.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Milton. That one doesn't go. Dinwiddie with some nice D. And here is Irving. He's got 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 3-point Nets lead.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Curry. And that's the final possession with the nice defense. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 13 points and 1 assist. And that'll...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
We've got Joel Embiid. Howard is out there with Harris. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Simmons in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 3-point lead. I mean, that's a rugged play.
Gracious. And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Simmons looking around. Makes it off the glass. He's got 9.
Wow. Taking whatever he sees in the pick and roll. Simmons, you got to respect how assured he is.
Nets leading by 3. Harden outside. Pass to Griffin. Here's Luwawu. Back to Griffin. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got 3 assists in the game. Thybulle, the pass to Simmons. Yep, that one goes. Simmons got 4 points in the quarter.
Puts it on the deck and takes it to the hoop. Simmons is one of the best at using the dribble to score.
Harden against Simmons. And stolen by Simmons. And foul called. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. The 76ers have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Philadelphia with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. 76ers moving the ball around. And the pass to Milton. Here's Curry on the money from 12 feet away. Curry's got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers.
And he's not going to pass up that one. And trust me, he shouldn't. He's solid from that in-between.
Johnson, the pass to Jordan. Dinwiddie, left side. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 12-3 run. Here's Curry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. And both free throws good for Curry.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one every time.
Irving passes to Dinwiddie. And Green now, top of the key. Dinwiddie outside. And stolen by Howard. Curry is inside. Covered by Irving. Curry can't get it to go.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his struggles tonight.
And Dwight Howard, you know, not the same 35-minute a game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that are small against him. He provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
Good. Curry's got 10.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Passes it to Green. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up the low.
76ers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. And the first one at the line is good.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Scott. Green, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Hill in for Curry. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Johnson. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Irving. And James Harden subbed in for Dinwiddie. Outside Hill. Here's Maxey.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Here's Harden.
And defense, a big part of what Hill brings to the table. He doesn't take possessions off.
Can't connect. And while we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
It makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the one. Now, here's Maxey. Outside Curry. And Jordan sends it back.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Here's Harden. The shot will not fall. Good D by Embiid. The steal. Harden dishes to Harris. Throws up. Green with the block.
Oh, look. Blocking shots is one of Green's sneaky attributes. His exceptional sense of timing.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. To the paint. Out to Harris. The three. Here's Griffin. Here's Durant. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. The 76ers leading by 4. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Nets may get a change here. Irving's checked in. Now Simmons. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Griffin with some nice D. Nets trail by 4. Here's Irving. Rejected by Harris.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with the high motor, and he likes to make plays.
He dishes it to Green. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Thybulle can't get it to go. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting impressively throughout at 62%. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Griffin.
This just in. Durant is special. I mean, how easy the offensive becomes.
Simmons with it. In the corner, it's Harris. Trying to end the drought. Embiid trying to break loose. Harris misses.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
By himself. And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, quick hands of Simmons. He's great at realizing when to risk going after steal.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The 76ers leading by 4. And Simmons slams it in.
Mike, whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a post.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Dwight Howard's checked in for Danny Green. And the Nets making a change here as well. Jordan's checked in. Here's Harden. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
As if there was any question, Harden with the big-time play.
.152 left in the 4th quarter. Simmons passes to Embiid. And here is Simmons. 5 on the clock. Tries from the block. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And you see how comfortable Simmons is. I mean, he has the size and touch to be effective down there.
And a wide open look for Irving. From outside, off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Finished off the break.
Oh, man, you got to appreciate the poise of Irving. He's always composed, especially on important possessions.
Now, here's Thibault. He's tightly guarded. Howard against Harden. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Simmons. And 1:01 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Just 5 to shoot. Howard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Howard's got the lead back up to 6 now for the 76ers. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Giving up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Here's Durant. And he gets the whistle. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, growing up in Australia, Ben Simmons played lots of Australian rules football. When you watch him play, that's the toughness you see.
And the 76ers making a change here. Green's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Luwawu subbed in for Kyrie Irving. For 3, Durant. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
When things get tough, you start to lean on your stars, and Durant always seems to come up with a clutch shot.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one. What a fantastic look at the skies. Now it's into
Kevin, thanks.
David. He is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And for the 76ers, Howard is out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint. Shots good by Middleton. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Embiid kicks to Howard. Outside, Simmons. Howard trying to free himself up. No good from Simmons.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
To the inside. Poked away. It's stolen by Harris. Simmons against Antetokounmpo. Simmons' shot is good.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
And Holiday, here we go. Middleton outside. To the middle. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Here's Thybulle, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
A fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of it.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Now here is Holiday. Harris, right side. Lopez with the block.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
Another shot. Giannis passes to Middleton. Elbow shot is on the way. Connects. The jumper drops. Middleton's got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And so it's Milwaukee now. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Holiday trying to get open as Lopez. And Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Outside, Simmons. Now, here's Thybulle. Guarded by Holiday. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
It's Giannis with the drive. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now.
Man, I like the tenacity of Teague there. I mean, embracing contact whenever he drives it inside. That's the mark of a smart basketball player.
And so Teague hits 2 free throws.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now, here's Scott. Guarded by Tucker. Here's Curry. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks leading by 4. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Here's Maxey following the bucket by the Bucks. It's rebounded by Portis.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
And it's Connaughton missing. Here's Curry. Banked in off the glass.
So good at figuring out ways to get inside. Seth Curry working on improving this part of his game.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside. That's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
They've got Korkmaz. Shake Milton is out there with George Hill. Then it's Green, and it's Embiid in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. And Embiid with the block.
Boy, supported by great vertical explosiveness, Embiid continues to dominate as a rim protector.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Middleton for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Got a piece of it. Green passes to Korkmaz.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, take it at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Teague comes in for Bryn Forbes. Teague feeling it out a bit. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. Harris is checked in for Shake Milton.
Checking in for the 76ers.
Third play, just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Embiid with the steal. Green passes to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Curry's shot is good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Giannis on the follow. Giannis has got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
Hey, offensive rebound. Position is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
Pass to Maxey. That one falls.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
And you know what? The frustration for the defense is mounting because it seems like they can't miss out there.
And Holiday, here we go. Makes it down to Middleton. 3-pointer. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Middleton's got 9. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good points. And Middleton kicks to Holiday. Back to Middleton. He feeds it to Lopez. The Bucks working the ball around.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Ben Simmons.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them. Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. Kick out to Giannis. To the middle. Here's Lopez. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
Simmons against Giannis. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And a close... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 1. That's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center. Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Hill. Tobias Harris comes in for Danny Green. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Korkmaz.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Simmons with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. That one good for 2. Simmons got 12 in the game. And not even 3 quarters out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
I absolutely love how Antetokounmpo just has a winning mindset. Consistently, this guy is looking to go all the way to the basket. Has to be devastating trying to stop this guy if you're on defense.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others. At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Up again, and Holiday is right there. And now a 3-point Bucks lead.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
A nice shot by Harris.
You know, we talk a lot about athleticism, guys. It's important, and right there, Harris used his well to create for himself.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Howard. Curry comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Teague comes in for Bryn Forbes. And now we've got the intentional foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Tolliver comes in for Joel Embiid. And Mike Scott subbed in for Tobias Harris. Teague kicks to Connaughton. Back to Teague. Pass to Portis. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Teague drives in to the paint. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Milton. Here's Curry. And there it is for him. Curry's got 8.
Boy, Curry knows that kind of physical finish can give his team a spark.
The pass to Portis. Outside Teague. Back to Portis. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's foul number 2 for him. The 76ers lead it. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Here's Teague. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, you could see how Teague was probing the defender there, seeing if he could catch him leaning and drive to the rim. Nicely done.
Now, here's Maxey. Defense is right there. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Connaughton, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
There's 37 seconds left in the third. Here's Maxey. 76ers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. And the first one drops. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Tolliver. Simmons comes in for Mike Scott. Green, he's checked in for Curry. And it's Hill in for Shake Milton. Milwaukee also making some changes. Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jeff Teague. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Back to Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Middleton can't get it to go. Gets it off. Misses there. It's all tied in Philadelphia. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. The incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. Matisse Thybulle's out there with George Hill. And it's Green in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Here's Middleton. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Howard trying to free himself up. And the basket by Harris.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
You want to be an NBA point? Take notes on how they're running that pick and roll. Sometimes taking it yourself is the best option.
The drive by Simmons. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
DiVincenzo against Howard. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got 3 assists in the game. Harris against Middleton. Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Up top, DiVincenzo. He started by Howard. Pass to Middleton. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
Simmons passes to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense has taken a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Lopez with the steal. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Teague is checked in for the Bucks. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Launches it. Middleton can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 5. Here's Harris. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got his 6th rebound on the night. And they go to the intentional foul. There's 1:54 left to play here in the fourth. Passes to Lopez. And here is DiVincenzo. Outside Teague. And he uses the glass on the layup. Teague's got the lead up to 7 now for Milwaukee.
Hey, Teague's not a big guy, but he's not really pint-sized. Nonetheless, impressive work for the little fella to get it done inside.
Here's Simmons. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Shot's good by Middleton.
Well, I like the fact that Middleton takes advantage of the mid-range jump shot. When he gets room to pull the trigger from there, he's taking it, and he's almost automatic.
Here's Simmons, and he converts the layup.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Outside Teague. High post Lopez. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Back to Lopez. Just 4 to shoot. The Bucks working the ball around. From deep, Giannis. He misses the mark. He's now 6 of 8.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Simmons inside. Covered by Giannis. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for Jeff Teague. And here's Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. For 3, Middleton. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Middleton.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
Simmons inside. Antetokounmpo's there. Simmons inside. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. I mean, really skilled at making the defense get a little shaky when he has the ball.
And so the Bucks take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center filling out the middle. And for Philadelphia, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the small forward. Here's Herter.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. And he keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Here's Simmons. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Young inside. Harris is there, and he gets it to go.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Curry outside. Atlanta with the rebound, and there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. Now Young. Outside Collins.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now, here is Young. Lets a floater go. 6 on the shot clock. Collins finds Capella. Lets it go from the wing. Hunter, no good on that one. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Here's Embiid. Misses off the right iron.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And the Hawks can't hang on to the ball.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Tipped away. Stolen by Collins. For the finish. And finished off by Collins.
And give Collins credit for making that play happen. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Passes it to Simmons. Back to Curry. Fires for 3. The 76ers again can't hit it. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Herter passes to Capella. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back. It's good from about 19 feet.
He's a fluid athlete who knows what he's doing. Nice finish by Tobias Harris in transition.
Pass to Hunter. Outside Collins. And Young kicks to Collins. Back to Young. 5 to shoot. Young is double. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Fernando can't get it to go.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Now, here's Howard to the inside and stolen by Bogdanovich. And here's the fast break. For Atlanta, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he knocks down the first one. Yeah, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Thibault. He's off on that one. Ready by Bogdanovich. The Hawks leading by 4. Dishes to Okongwu. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
Here's Howard. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Dunn passes to Bogdanovich. Fires from deep. Goes back up. There's the 3. Rebounded by Howard. The 76ers trail by 6. Here's Milton. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Dunn outside. Inside, Fernando. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
Efficiency, that's what they want to see from Chris Dunn. Good job running the pick and roll.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the 76ers, Matisse Thybulle's out there with Korkmaz. Then it's George Hill. Then there's Maxey. And it's Howard in at the 5. For the Hawks, Bruno Fernando's checked in for Gallinari. Bogdanovich comes in for Tony Snell. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Williams. The 3 from Hill. They get it back. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Dwight Howard.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
And Okongwu slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. The Hawks leading by 7. Dunn looking over the floor. Reddish the pass to Fernando.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. To the middle. Here's Howard. And he banks in the layup. Howard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really known for his strength and the broad shoulders that he possesses has allowed this guy to make a living finishing through contact.
Bogdanovich left side. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Howard finds Hill. Off target from the wing. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Here's Fernando. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Fernando's got 6.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Maxey. Second chance shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And Howard living at the line, all about knocking them down.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Harris is checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Curry's checked in for Maxey. And it's Ben Simmons in for George Hill.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The 76ers making a switch here. Embiid's checked in. Here's Capella. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside, Simmons. For three, Harris. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. The Hawks leading by 10. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Young passes to Herter. For three. And he's good on the three ball. 5 points in the game.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Curry outside with the putback. And Embiid is right there.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Simmons against Young. The pass to Herter. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Hunter's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks.
I love how hard DeAndre plays, showing some heart on the offensive glass.
Whoa, hammering it in.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
And Young kicks to Hunter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Hunter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Outside Collins. To the wing right side. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Herter. Clock at 6. The three. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Here's Harris. Rebound by the Hawks.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Offensive rebound. Here's Collins. The kick out to Young. Takes a three. And so it's Atlanta looking at a 13. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. And this Hawks team still learning on the fly. Hawks learning on the fly. That's all for now.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And it's Green missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The 76ers trail by 13.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. for a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it. The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Young dishes to Collins. Young outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 6.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Jacks up a 3. A putback and staying with the play. Harris.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Dunn passes to Okongwu. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Curry. Whistle blows, basket. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Maxey passes to Curry. Takes the 3. Reddish grabs the rebound. The Hawks leading by 5. Passes it to Fernando. Here's Bogdanovic, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Bogdanovic has got his second bucket.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Here's Maxey. And the 76ers get it back. A nice shot by Howard.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Dunn passes to Fernando. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 4 assists now tonight.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter, aggressive move inside.
Thibault kicks to Curry. Off target with his 3.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Dunn passes to Fernando. The dish to Reddish. Just 5 on the clock. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Nine seconds left in the third quarter. Curry outside. They get it back. Embiid and Capella sends it back. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Hawks. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Curry is out there with George Hill. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
What breathtaking quickness by Simmons. So good at blowing by whoever is brave enough to try to take him on.
It's Gallinari on top of the key. And now we've got the intentional foul. And the 76ers making a change here. Howard's checked in. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Gallinari. Hunter comes in for Reddish. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. Young with no one around. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. And he commits the intentional foul. Here's Simmons. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. To the inside. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Collins.
Right idea, wrong execution. They were looking to get a high percentage shot inside, but the pass was too late.
Young outside, 6 to shoot. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. And here's Simmons for 3. The shot comes out, and Atlanta will go the other way with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Young pass to Collins. For the 3. Again, Young missing.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. And it's off the back rim, no good. Here's Collins. Rejected by Harris.
Great position on that play from Tobias, challenging the shot and getting a piece of it.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Tobias Harris.
First one falls for him. Green, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Hawks. And Harris drops them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. It's a 3-point game. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. That one goes in.
Yeah, now 1 of 4 here in the 4th quarter.
Here's Curry. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Out left to the wing. Okongwu kicks to Young. Shot clock at 5. And it's good for 2. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Easy to see why they get it to Young here. Not afraid to take the big shots.
Here's Curry with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Young against Simmons. Young dishes to Collins. Right wing. Okongwu kicks to Bogdanovich. Another miss by Young. 76ers trailing. To tie it up. And Green puts it in.
See, that's money. Important point in this game. Danny Green takes it upon himself.
Young pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Capella. And the call on the shot. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
Dwight Howard's checked in for the 76ers. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Curry. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. We told him, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, get into the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Young against Simmons. Over Young. Again, Philadelphia.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Hawks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Young looking around. And it's blocked by Simmons. Thybulle, the pass to Harris. Back to Thybulle. Embiid trying to break loose. Thybulle can't get it to go. And the Hawks with possession here. They trail by 1. Bogdanovich, no luck. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Simmons against Collins. And they double up Embiid. Harris outside. It counts.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Young against Simmons. Looking to get it going. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Incredible competitor. Trae Young always wants to be the one to take this shot.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. Young with the steal. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For the win, gets the game winner to fall.
Oh! And he wins it at the buzzer.
Was that for real? Did I just see that?
And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for David. The borough of Brooklyn is the location for the sub. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And for Brooklyn, Luwawu is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Harris. And it's Durant in at the 4 spot. Now here's Jordan. Back to Harden. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Flushes it down to finish the break.
Well, so often we see this. Transition buckets off turnovers.
This is why coaches preach ball security to their teams. That sequence right there.
Now here is Harris. Embiid kicks to Simmons. There's Green with the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Nice shot by Katie.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Here's Curry after the made shot from KD. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Now here's Durant. And there's the pass to Luwawu. It's stolen by Green. Jumps up and slam dunk by Harris.
The defenders have to be aware of Green's active hands. He seems to time his steals perfectly.
Now Harden. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Harris.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself. No question he got bumped on that shot.
And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Drops in the tray.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D real.
Curry outside. That shot, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Harden against Simmons. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Harden. Durant's got his second basket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Curry outside. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
To the paint. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Green is checked in for Brooklyn. Bruce Brown comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. George Hill's checked in for the 76ers. Simmons against Durant. Here's Embiid. Another miss by Philadelphia.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
The 3 from Harden. And the Nets, another 3.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Outside, Green. And stolen by Harris. Brown the pass to Green. It's stolen by Hill. Harris outside. Here's Embiid. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
And the touch Embiid has on his jumper, I mean, looking so soft and accurate coming out of his hands.
Outside, KD. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Durant. Johnson comes in for Joe Harris. Dinwiddie's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Milton. They get it again. Howard kicks to Scott from deep. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Nets leading by 10. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And a deep 3 from Irving. It's hauled in by Thibault. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And Irving launches it from deep. And it's off from three-point range. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Nets lead by 10. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, we've had a lot of turnover.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, we've got Maxey. Howard is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Korkmaz at the small forward position. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Brooklyn. Outside, Green. Down low, here's Claxton. Basket, good. Claxton's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Now, here's Maxey. No points in the game yet for him. And even 3-on-3 break. Green dishes to Dinwiddie. This one for three. It's hauled in by Thybulle. The 76ers trail by 12. Here's Maxey. The rebound by Luwawu. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Green. Here's Luwawu. Dinwiddie outside. And a miss there on the triple. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0 of 4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Thybulle can't get it to go. Nets leading by 12. Green taking his time here. To the inside. Claxton the pass to Luwawu. Shot clock at 6. Here's Claxton. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Nets lead by 14. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
I love the energy Howard plays with. It feels like no one can contain him on the way up.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Johnson comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot, and it's Kyrie Irving in for Bruce Brown.
What athleticism from the young guard. Simmons is excellent at cutting into the heart of the defense.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Brooklyn leading by 12. There's 1:26 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Durant's got his third basket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. And not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Now, here's Brown. A shot by Jordan, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
So it's Brooklyn now. Durant wide open. He fires. Offline with his three.
Oh, that's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now here's Harden. 5 points in the game. Here's Harris. And that one goes long. The 76ers trail by 11. It's Curry outside. Up again. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Curry against Brown. Outside for Durant. Kept alive. Back to Brown. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And the first half is now in the books. Nets out in front. They lead by 11.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 11. And over to Shaq. And
after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 11-point game. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Luwawu in at the shooting guard position. And Durant can't get that one to fall. The 76ers trail by 11. Here's Curry, a second chance effort, and it's good on the way in.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
Outside, KD. Fires the three. Out to Harris. Shoots the three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
A fader. That one wide left.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. Just need to calm down, play their game.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Simmons on the wing. Here's Curry, and Jordan sends it back.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Outside Curry.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Now, here is Harden. He has 5. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Curry. Harris trying to get free. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Brooklyn leading by 13. Harden surveying the D. Pulls up on the wing. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
We all marvel at the offensive game of Harden, don't we? I mean, he's excellent at taking advantage of these in-between spots on the floor.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. And the versatility of Simmons astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Harden, no good. The 76ers trail by 13. Outside Curry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Thibault finds Embiid. Now Howard over Green. No good from Howard. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Mike Scott's checked in for Embiid. Maxey comes in for Curry, and it's Shake Milton in for George Hill. A nice shot by Irving.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Here's Milton. Another miss by Philadelphia.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Johnson for three. No good that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Here's Maxey. And the layup's good off the glass.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets. At one point, they led by 16. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Irving passes to Griffin. Nice move. Good D by Howard.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
4 seconds left. And it's good on the layup.
Oh, showing off another dimension of his game right there. Howard looking confident, taking a quick shot.
The third quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 9. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, they've got Howard. George Hill out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Embiid's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the 76ers. Harden bounce pass. Embiid with the steal. To the paint. The kick out to Hill. 76ers moving the ball around. Corner shot. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Embiid.
And the rhythm Embiid plays with. I mean, he has such a great understanding for when he should take these shots.
Pass to Claxton. From deep. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
A three from Simmons. It's hauled in by Brown. Brooklyn leading by 5. It's Harden with the drive, and the jam by Harden.
I really like seeing Harden take it strong inside. So crafty in how he finishes near the bucket.
Outside Hill. Back to Harris. He dishes it to Embiid, and the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. And Brooklyn making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Then for the 76ers, Green, he's checked in for Howard. And it's Seth Curry in for Hill. Curry can't get it to go.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Passes it to Claxton. Back to Brown. To the middle. Jordan finds Harden. That three off the mark.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only one in the first.
But they recover it. Embiid. Inside. Second shot opportunity. They grab their own miss. Here's Curry with the three. The shot, no good.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. No good on the three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Outside, Simmons. The pass to Harris. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Harden. Harden's got 4 rebounds in this game. Over Harris. And that one hits back iron.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally. Look, I know he wants to get him back into this, but that's not the way to do it. They need smart shots, not heaves. He's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Down low, here's Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. 6 points for Tobias Harris.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic in seeing when one of his guys is open.
Here's Harden. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Curry fires from way outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Harden outside. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Harden's got 10 points here in the second half. Outside Curry. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Brown. Nets leading by 8. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Nets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for James Harden.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
Harris finds Curry. Back to Harris, and stolen by Jordan. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Harden outside. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David. That's a look at our setting tonight. The picture. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle.
Here we go.
And Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Scott in at the 3. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at center, locking down the middle. Now here's Lopez. It's stolen by Harris. Pass to Embiid. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
And Holiday, here we go. Lopez kicks to Middleton. Unloads from 13. Buries the jump shot.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Now here is Harris. Now the pass to Thybulle. To the middle. It's tipped. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Now here's Middleton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good on the triple. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the connection Simmons has with his guys? Once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
Here's Giannis. He kicks it to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's DiVincenzo. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Simmons finds Thybulle. Now here's Embiid. Passes it to Harris. Over Holiday. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
This is a strength of Tobias Harris, finding good rhythm now in the mid-range shot.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Pass to Scott. Back to Thybulle. Harris outside. From downtown. And no good that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. .104 left here in the opening quarter. Holiday against Simmons. Here's DiVincenzo. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Simmons inside the line. Here's Embiid. And stolen by DiVincenzo. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. That puts them in the lead. DiVincenzo's got 6 points.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
It's Scott on the wing. There's the pass to Thibault. And here's Harris from the arc. And that one released in time, but no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. P.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then there's Teague. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. Here's Teague after the Sixers pick up 2. Pass to Portis. Here's Connaughton. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. 76ers trailing. Now, here's Maxey. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Curry can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Connaughton kicks to Portis.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Curry can't get it to go. Tucker with the ball, working on Howard. Fast break, Philadelphia. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, I don't know how many times even Dwight Howard feels the contact down there, but it happens often. He converts despite it.
Outside Teague. Shakes him. And it's sent back by Howard. And they get it back. And Teague, here we go. And here we go with Curry running it up the court.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Teague deciding where to go with it. Can't cash in from close range.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And the Bucks with some changes. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Holiday in for Teague. And then for Philadelphia, Simmons checked in for Shake Milton. Korkmaz comes in for Seth Curry. And it's Hill in for Maxey. Bucks trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Simmons inside. Antetokounmpo defending.
Well, you go in there weak like that, and a guy like Giannis with his length is going to throw it away.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. The 76ers leading by 3.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
And Embiid drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Middleton. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Now, here's Scott. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Trying to get open is Lopez. Holiday gets the bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Harris dishes to Embiid. It's Scott on the wing. Back to Simmons. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Simmons got the lead up to 5 now for the 76ers. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the D.
Philadelphia has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Outside, Simmons. And the layup's good off the glass. Simmons got 6 points in the quarter.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well,
thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that does it for our half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. The incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. Matisse Thybulle's out there with George Hill. And it's Harris in at the small forward spot. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 8 points for him. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. 5 on the clock. Middleton for three. Rebounded by Howard.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. No good on the quick three.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Howard, that's good.
And Howard loves getting positioned down that deep, knowing he's a force in the paint.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Off target from three-point range.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Now here's Simmons. He's got 8. Howard in the post. And Howard with the stuff.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Korkmaz checked in for Embiid. Green comes in for Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. Yes, that goes in.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Outside Teague. It's stolen by Green. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Curry's checked in for Korkmaz. Now here's Milton. Kicks to Howard. Curry on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Teague, the pass to Tucker. Back to Teague. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Teague with a clean look. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Philadelphia leading by 16. Curry attacking.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Left side, Portis. Here's Tucker. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now, here's Maxey. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And Howard puts these dunks away so easily, especially when he's that deep in the paint.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Kerr. Here's Connaughton. No good with the triple. And an intentional foul right there. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls.
And Howard knows exactly what he's out there to do. Defend, rebound the ball, and be aggressive in the paint.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Bucks trail by 20. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Holiday. Giannis drives in. Excellent D from Howard. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
I mean, you see the shoulders there, right? Got to respect the strength that he has on the inside. The D has no choice but to foul him when he's in that deep.
And he can't hit the second. Fast break, Milwaukee. Holiday with the ball. And Holiday throws it down.
Excellent display from Drew Holiday, running the fast break well and finding a way to nail that shot.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Just 4 seconds left in the third. 1 second left. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the...
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We come back right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Green passes to Hill. Embiid.
George Hill recognizing when his man was open, an effective pass that time.
Holiday with it. The kick out to Lopez. Middleton drives in, and another basket for Milwaukee. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Drew Holiday. Philadelphia also making some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Green. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for George Hill. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Antetokounmpo against Scott. Giannis is double. Pass to Forbes. Puts up a 3. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Thibault kicks to Scott. Knocked loose. Here's Middleton, and so they choose to intentionally foul. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Here is Forbes. Clock at 6. Middleton for 3, and stolen by Thibault.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
Outside, Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. And Simmons slams it in.
What breathtaking quickness by Simmons. So good at blowing by whoever is brave enough to try to take him on.
It's blocked. Now Embiid. Outside, Simmons. Now here's Embiid. He's covered closely. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Harris is checked in. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. Bucks passing it around. Tucker finds Middleton. And here is Harris. And that's an intentional foul. And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. Simmons against Antetokounmpo. 1:33 left to play in the final quarter. Antetokounmpo against Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. And Middleton with the block.
Well, the long arms of Middleton getting up there on defense and throwing that one away.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the 76ers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Howard.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. And here are the 76ers now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Harris against DiVincenzo. Harris looking it over. From deep. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Now here's Simmons. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K. Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Harris. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Embiid, and it's Howard in at the four-man position. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Then there's Hunter. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Fernando in at the power forwards position. Now, here's Hunter. To the paint. Capella trying to free himself up. Fernando, that's good. All right, Clark, old school lineups tonight. Both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Kevin, I can hear the excitement in your voice, man, and I share that excitement when you see big guys that can go at it in old school fashion. I love seeing that because we don't see it that much these days with all of the three-point shooting. We get to see big guys going to work in the paint. I love it. You know, after missing his first year out of college due to injury, Ben Simmons ended up winning Rookie of the Year in 2018, proving the wait was worth it.
Collins checked in for the Hawks. Young. Rebound by the 76ers. One-on-one here. Simmons dishes to Howard. Harris outside. Here's Embiid. Tries again. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And the Hawks with possession. Young with the ball. And it's Howard picking him up. And finished off by Collins.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Now, here's Thybulle. Outside for Simmons. 6 to shoot. Here's Embiid. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, Embiid wants to own the inside on both sides of the floor. He is a force in the paint and relishes hitting those boards.
Here's Young. 2 points. That one goes.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Here's Young after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Young passes to Fernando. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Thybulle. Embiid. And Embiid is right there.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Simmons against Young. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively. Hard to close off the lane.
Simmons inside the line. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Atlanta will come the other way. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Reddish comes in for Bruno Fernando. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's done in for Young. And the shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Dunn. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Dunn finishing in style, and the explosion to the hoop. Powerful.
It's Scott on the wing. It's Curry outside. That shot missing, and it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Shoots from 14. Bogdanovic, no luck. Philadelphia shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Curry gets the bucket.
He's becoming more comfortable in tight. Seth Curry is good at picking his spots from this area.
Now, here's Reddish. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. And they pick up 2. There's 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now, here's Maxey. Defense right on him. The putback goes up again. Tolliver, no luck.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And there's Bogdanovic. That's good on the assist from Dunn.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
Pass to Tolliver. Over Okongwu. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Hawks lead by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example for those.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Korkmaz is out there with George Hill. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. A 3 from Bogdanovic. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 6 now for Atlanta.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Embiid kicks to Korkmaz. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Here's Korkmaz. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
No surprise seeing Embiid rise up like that. Fantastic at getting around the defense on the offensive glass there.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Okongwu, the pass to Gallinari. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. The 3 from Bogdanovic. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Hill looking it over. Drops in the layup for two. Hill's got his first bucket in this one.
Man, I like the attack mentality of Hill. Always on the lookout and take it straight to the cup.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And the shot goes in. Capella's got his first bucket of the night.
Capella has the size and ability to score down in the paint. I like his assertiveness.
Outside, Simmons. Reddish grabs the rebound. The Hawks leading by 6. There's the triple. And Simmons with the rebound. And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Good work there as it goes. Embiid's got 10 points in the game.
Get Embiid the ball and he goes to work, especially that close to the basket.
Young outside. In the corner. Herter with it. Back to Young. Capella dishes to Young. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Young's got his third basket of the night right there. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
A pass to Fernando. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And stolen by Howard. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And now just a 2-point Hawks lead.
Yeah, the effort and willingness to get out and run like that on the fast break endears Harris to his coaches, I'm sure.
Pass to Fernando. Kicks it to Young. Makes it off the glass. 8 points for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
To the inside. And Simmons slams it in.
Boy, never shy about getting to that rack. Simmons so aggressive playing downhill. Nice dunk there.
Young looking it over. And that one drops. Young's got 6 here in this quarter.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And the defense of Capella.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Then it's Trae Young. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Fernando in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. So for the Hawks, John Collins, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's done in for Young. And then for Philadelphia, Danny Green, he's checked in for Harris. Maxey comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Hill in for Simmons. Bogdanovic passes to Capella. Bogdanovic wide open. Good on the 13-footer. Bogdanovic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Hill passes to Maxey. To the paint. It's stolen by Capella. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Dunn outside. Passes to Collins. And here is Dunn. Back to Bogdanovic. Pass to Fernando. Just 5 to shoot. Latre. Bogdanovic, no luck.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
And he makes that one.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Dunn's shot's good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Hill, no good. Atlanta leading by 8.
And last season, just some phenomenal shooting numbers for George Hill. Clark, you know him well from your days in Indiana.
Certainly do, and have great admiration and respect for George. He's a business-like pro. He's the epitome of what it is to be a pro. Consistent work ethic, understands himself, always looking to improve, knows his role, and has always had a calming and stabilizing influence for every team that he's played on. Nice job that time using that strong body of his inside. Once Howard has positioning, I think you got to wrap him up.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
You know, yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Maxey, and it's Seth Curry in for Hill. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Embiid. Scott comes in for Dwight Howard. And Maxey subbed in for Green. And now Philadelphia on the break. Chalk up 2 there. Maxey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
1:02 left to play in the third. Curry outside. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the call will go against Anthony Tolliver. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Hunter's checked in for Kevin Huerter. The 76ers trail by 10. 51 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Maxey. An easy 2 points on the layup. Maxey's got 8 points.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Gallinari wide open. The Hawks again can't hit. For Philadelphia, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. It's stolen by Milton. Here's Maxey. Rebound, Atlanta. Here's Snell. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Snell's got his first 2 points.
And don't sleep on Williams's ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
And so it's Atlanta with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back to the action after this word. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Simmons is out there with Harris. Then it's Shake Milton. Then it's Curry. And it's Thibault in at the 3. 5 to shoot. Hunter, no one around him. Here's Capella. The kick out to Young. It's stolen by Curry. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back.
Oh! Big time throwdown with flavor.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Young drives in. It's good. And the Hawks lead by 10.
You know, showing he's able to finish on the drive, I really enjoy watching Young take that initiative and capitalize.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Now here's Reddish, guarded by Curry. Reddish the pass to Capella. Yep, that one goes in there. And now a 12-point Hawks lead.
Not a lot the defense can do defensively there. I mean, Capella is just a big guy, and he's got a nice touch, too.
Fader on the way. The shot by Curry, no good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Bruno Fernando comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Williams. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Trae Young. Philadelphia also making some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Howard comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Green in for Seth Curry. Now the 76ers on the break. Embiid leading the charge. And stolen by Okongwu. And the pass to Fernando. He kicks it to Dunn. Atlanta again missing. The 76ers trail by 12. Poked loose. And again, Philadelphia turns it over. Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella comes in for Okongwu. And Trae Young subbed in for Dunn. The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Young's shot is off. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
John Collins, he's checked in for the Hawks. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Huerter. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's foul number 2 for him. Young against Simmons. Down low, Embiid with the steal.
I don't like that decision there on the entry pass. Not with the defender right there ready to pick it off.
A nice shot by Simmons.
Sensing the contact coming and adjusting his shot accordingly. Nice recognition and adjustment by Simmons.
Here's Young. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double-checking, and the game continues on.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Sometimes you just have no way of stopping Simmons on the interior. I mean, he's a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
And the Hawks making a change here. Herter's checked in.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Outside Collins. Okongwu kicks to Collins. Back to Herter. Shot clock at 6. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Outside Collins. Offensive rebound. Herter passes to Collins. Lets it go with a 3. Herter, no good. Now, here's Thibault. He's guarded by Collins. He had stolen by Capella. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Herter. It's good from long range. And the Hawks lead by 11.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
Embiid wide open. Rebound, Atlanta. Young with the ball. And so the Hawks take the win. Some good competition with the hometown advantage and their ability to... David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.